Alright y'all, welcome back to Combat Arms channel. Alright, so today we are doing the Swedish Armed Forces fitness test. Now this is actually going to consist of a few different things, which is kind of unique. I've not done a fitness test that's even remotely similar to this one. So it's got something called a multi-test, which I'll sort of explain all the different parts of that later on. It's got a run test and then it has a field test. Now before I explain all of that, I need to thank Strids over in the Discord server for helping me translate everything, because I tried finding the events and the grading criteria and the scoring all by myself and it was like impossible. So Strids, I do appreciate you for that. So the first one that we're going to be doing, I guess the test is split up into like 3 different things, but the first thing is going to be the multi-test, which consists of push-ups, sit-ups, a vertical jump, back hang, and then also like a chin-up bar hang. I'm not really sure what the specific terminology is, but after that is going to be the Cooper test, which I think is just a 3,000 meter run, and those need to be done on the same day. And then the field test needs to be done within 3 days of that from what I remember. So right now I'm going to do the multi-test, and then I'm going to go out and do the run, and then I'll give it like a couple days, then I'll actually go out and do the field test, because it looks like it's a doozy. So the field test is basically doing 2,000 meters with like your full kit and like a training rifle as well, which I did get a blue gun for that. So that's nice, like a weighted blue gun. So that'll keep it like pretty realistic to what they do over in Sweden, hopefully. And then yeah, I'll just wear my normal kit. So yeah, that's gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna try and give myself a couple days rest before I actually go and do that. But yeah, we're handling the multi-test right now. I have the criteria, so I'm gonna try and stick to it as much as I can. Of course, if I do anything wrong, sorry. I tried to either I didn't listen to Strids or I just got lost in translation, and that's totally possible with doing stuff like this because I tend to just get really winded and don't focus on certain things. So the push-ups and the sit-ups I know need to be done with a cadence, so I do have that. And then the other ones, I'll sort of explain those, but they're really sort of odd. I'm not even gonna try and explain it right now, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about later. So we are going to start off with the push-ups, which I think are going to be pretty easy, pretty standard push-ups aside from the cadence. So yeah, I'm gonna warm up a bit and then I'm gonna knock these out, and yeah, we'll see how I do. And then of course at the end with the scoring, we'll sort of see how I stack up with, what you're supposed to do at each specific job level, or whatever job field you're in. So yeah, let's get it done. Okay, so sit at a pace of 25 repetitions per minute. So yeah, let's see how that is. I think the max is 28 reps. So yeah, we'll see how long I can keep that cadence. Okay, that's good enough for me. I think that was 50. That's super awkward. Yeah, so following that cadence was definitely weird, definitely different. It took me a while to sort of get in the swing of how to do it, because early on I found I was resting or almost stopping in the down position, which was not going to be sustainable. So I kind of learned from there. And yeah, I think I got about 50, so wasn't bad. 28 is reasonable. For a max though, I would expect it to be higher, maybe like 40 or 50. Again, I could have done it completely wrong. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, 50 felt pretty good, to be honest. But yeah, that cadence is definitely weird. Hopefully it's not as weird with the sit-ups, but yeah, we'll try that. Now I'm not sure how much rest you're supposed to get in between workouts, but I'm gonna give it like another 30 seconds and then we'll just get into the sit-ups. Okay, max for this is 60, so I think it should be pretty easy. And the way that they do it is like Marine Corps sit-ups, which I definitely prefer. Those push-ups kind of made my abs tired. Okay, yeah, I think that was around 80. I lost count, to be honest. Okay, so I think I was doing everything okay. Again, like the cadence really throws you off, because with me, I like to use that momentum to get in a good flow with push-ups and with sit-ups. I know this is a good way to control that and kind of force you out of that momentum, but I think using the momentum should be allowed, you know, in certain circumstances like this. Same thing with pull-ups, kind of like we saw with the Raw Marines PRMC fitness test, I think it was, where you have to do the pull-ups to a cadence. Obviously, if you can get a high number of reps with that, then you're probably in pretty good shape using the cadence. But even still, I feel like if you can get in a good momentum, then that should be allowed. But yeah, I guess this is kind of like how the Army is doing the hand release push-up now. So as opposed to just getting into a flow of doing push-ups, you have to do a push-up and then release your hand. So it kind of brings you back. It's almost like deadlifting, but in, you know, different workouts. So I kind of understand that. It just sucks. And with something like sit-ups, man, I gotta say those beeps or those clicks were starting to get faster and faster, it seemed. So maybe it is a pretty good training tool. All right, now we're going to the vertical jump. And this is, I don't know who masterminded this, but it seems like very overly complicated. It's like a DIY sort of workout thing, and you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna go get set up, and then yeah, you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys can kind of see the setup here. So the way it was explained, it can be like a ruler or anything, but basically it's holding this measuring tape in place. Now you can see the measuring tape is also affixed to my back here. Just a really weird sort of design. Like someone got paid to design this, so I guess there's that. But basically, it's supposed to be taut before you jump. You look at the tape and as far as where it's sitting, and then after you jump, you see how much measuring tape basically fed through, and you only have so much space to jump. You basically can't jump like 10 centimeters or more than 10 centimeters away from your original position. So yeah, that seems pretty simple, but I'm just hoping all of this works out okay, because it's just odd. I feel like I'm about to break the tape or something. But okay, yeah, we'll try it. I'm gonna adjust the angle, and then we'll send it. Okay, so it's sitting at exactly 3 inches right now. Now we'll say there's a chandelier like right here, so I'll try not to hit it, ideally. Okay, yeah, super weird, but let's go for it. Okay, so it's at 28 and a half. So that's quick math, 25 and a half inches. That doesn't seem very good. I'm definitely gonna try and go a little bit higher. Oh, this is in centimeters. So the max for the vertical jump is 50 centimeters. So let's see what that is, because can't be asked to actually convert that. 50 divided by 2.54. There's no way. Just 19.7 inches is the max for the vertical. Okay, again, could be doing this wrong. Hopefully at least I'm doing the test right. If the scores are wrong, then that's one thing, but at least I want to make sure I'm at least doing the test right itself. So we'll reset. So that's 25 and a half inches, I think we said. Okay, so let me reset this. Okay, we're at 3 inches. Okay. Okay. That was 39.5. I don't know if that's right. I'm thinking, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty taut, like the belt over the tape, just enough to actually allow it to feed. I feel like if you jump a certain amount or you like don't secure it the right way, it might have more momentum and pull even more tape. So yeah, right now it's looking like 39 and a half, which would be like 36 and a half inches. I'm not sure if that's accurate. I don't know if it looks like I'm jumping high, but I feel like it does help to kind of kick my legs up when I go up. I don't know, let's try it again. Okay, yep, we're at 4 now. Okay, so yeah, that was 30 right there. So, quick math, 26 inches. I think I messed up the math in the last one, but 26 inches. Yeah, I don't know. That is good enough for me, I guess. super awkward. All right, guys, so rate my my setup here. So here's my belt. So this was basically like that. It would sit at like 4, and then I would jump and it'd pull it to, yeah. So yeah, that's basically my setup. Don't know if that's the right way, but it's a way, I think. Okay, so I kind of want to try this just to confirm my jump real quick, and also just to see if this is kind of a valid way to do the test as well. So, standing here, my hand rests right here, okay? So, noted. And I'm gonna jump and see how high I can put this measuring tape. Okay, I see my reference point where my hand is. Okay. Okay. Yep, so that right there is 25 inches. Again, that was just like a cheap way to do it, but like I've seen it where you have like a ring on with a circle, and basically you jump up and slap like a patch wall, and it places a circle where you jump. So that's kind of the same premise here. So yeah, that's basically it. So I think that works a little bit better. Probably quicker to do too. Okay, so next up is going to be the back hang. Now this one is super awkward. So basically you need to be laying on a bench with your hips kind of at the edge of the bench, and you need to have something suspended on your neck. I think like three centimeters off of the ground, and then you're basically just holding that position, kind of hanging off of the bench, I guess until that hanging item touches the ground. So this is kind of what I made. It's just some of that weird camo tape with this magnet attached to the bottom. Because if you hear it touch the ground, I think it'll be pretty obvious. But yeah, again, it's super weird. So I think the max for this is like an absurd amount of time. Yeah, so it looks like 160 seconds. Now I'm gonna have my wife, she's gonna be supporting my legs, because you do need a buddy to actually support the legs so you're not just like falling forward, obviously. And I'm hoping with somebody supporting your legs it's a little bit easier. But yeah, 160 seconds sounds kind of rough. So I don't know, we'll see how we do. So yeah, let's get started with this. Okay. This sucks.
I believe in you.
Bruh, okay, that was it. What the fuck was that? Okay.
A minute and a...
Yeah, it was like a minute and a half. Bro, that. Yeah, I think if you get someone that's heavier, it's definitely easier. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. I think I got about 100 seconds. I don't really know. But I would say it's definitely going to be easier if you get somebody that weighs as much as you, or maybe somebody that weighs more than you, because they'll really anchor you down. I felt like I was almost like trying to lift my wife up. So like if she would like shift her weight just slightly, I could see the disc lowering. So I had to like really fight it back. I gotta say that was a lot of fun, and I was really feeling it in the back. I don't know why. I thought I'd be feeling it more in the abs, but that was definitely a back workout. So that was actually pretty cool. I think if other countries implemented some version of that, it would be pretty legit. But yeah, as far as the thing around the neck, I thought it was kind of goofy, but I think it is pretty cool. I wonder if you get issued like a sort of PT set that has this and also like the measuring tape set up, or if you guys just improvise that on the fly, because yeah, I don't know, it's a weird little invention. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Next is going to be the hang from the pull-up bar, which I don't know, I think I'm not a big fan of that, but I think it should be okay. I should be getting close to the max, but even so, I haven't done that in a while, so it's gonna be kind of awkward. Okay, so it looks like max for this is 65 seconds, which I haven't done an arm hang like this in a very long time. I do think it's easier to do it like this with, you know, your palms inward, because you're kind of just locking your biceps as opposed to trying to like lock your back. That's just a little bit more awkward. So yeah, 65 seconds. We'll see if we can do it. It's going to be kind of awkward, and I hate doing these arm hangs, but hey, let's see how we do. This sucks. Oh, I think I was right there. Damn, okay, the pump on my biceps right now is like unreal. I mean, it's good lighting as well, but holy cow. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. I think if you have something to like ignore your breathing and your thoughts, then it won't be as bad. I think it was less awkward than the back hang, but still, I don't like doing that weird hanging thing. It's a good arm pump, I will say that. I'm gonna have to implement that with my bicep workouts for sure. Okay, so as far as the multi-test went, I gotta say it was a lot of fun. It's always fun trying different PT exercises, but these were very, very creative, and I kind of like that. As opposed to just doing like really boring stuff. Like the Army's old APFT was just super dull, like push-ups, sit-ups, and a run. Just really boring. Wasn't really a good test of overall fitness, to be honest. This, I gotta say, was pretty freaking solid. So now we're gonna be moving on to the run. So I'm gonna drive probably like 10 minutes. That might be a little bit more of a break than, you know, you're supposed to get, but I'm gonna drive like 10 minutes just to make sure I can get to a good running spot, as opposed to running near my house where it's like a bunch of hills and whatnot. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'll be honest, I am kind of dehydrated and whatnot, so I think I'm gonna do okay. I mean, generally speaking, anytime I can run pretty decent, but as far as getting like those really good running times, I really need to have like a week off, and that's just not something I can get motivated for unless it's like my actual PT exam. But yeah, I'll try and give it my all, and hopefully I can get a better result. I think last time when I did the Finnish Defense Forces Cooper test, like the 12-minute test, it was okay, but you guys were telling me these crazy numbers, so I want to try and get a little bit closer to what y'all have been getting. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. And yeah, I'm gonna try and warm up a little bit, because now my back is tight, my arms are tight, and that's not really too fun when you're doing the run. So yeah, I don't know, let's go and do it. All right, so for this we are doing 3,000 meters, which is about 1.86 miles, I think. Now I know you're supposed to do it on a hard packed surface, but all I have here is like gravel, so it should be all right. I could use the excuse that it's probably gonna slow me down a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna make that much of a difference. So yeah, I'm gonna warm up, and yeah, I'm not too sore from the other stuff, but I'm definitely like pretty freaking tight, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm thinking for 3,000 meters, I'll probably get around 14 minutes, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so 1.86, not sure if y'all can see that, but 1.86 in 13:11. So not bad, a lot faster than I thought I would get, especially on this track with all the gravel and whatnot. But I'm not sure where that stacks up as far as the rankings for the specific occupations and whatnot, but I'm pretty happy with that, not gonna lie. I mean, again, I didn't rest too much for this run, and I would say this is about on par with what I would get in my actual fitness test when we do our 2 miles. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I'm gonna give it a few days, probably 3 days, maybe 2 days to do the actual field test. But yeah, the multi-test was fun, and so far this run wasn't too bad. It's nice that it's a little bit less than what I'm used to doing for the PT run, you know, the 2 miles. It's nice that it's a little bit under that. So yeah, not bad. I guess we'll see how this field test is gonna be, because yeah, full kits. I haven't run a full kit in a while, probably since my RTT days. Well, I guess like when I was in the infantry, I guess we do that all the time, but it wasn't really for time like this. So it should be interesting. I'm definitely feeling those jelly legs right now though. Sheesh. Yeah, I need to stretch for this field test. So we are about to start the field test. So that's going to be 2 kilometers wearing my kit and also with the blue training gun over here. So I think it's gonna be pretty okay. I mean, I put on the plate carrier. It's definitely feeling kind of heavy. I tried using my other one, but I couldn't actually hold my water source with it. And I know that's kind of like part of their criteria. So I'm just going with the heavier one. So yeah, it's gonna be a mile and a quarter, which doesn't sound too bad, but I know after probably like the first half mile, I'm gonna start feeling some of like the weird things that you get associated with running with kit. So yeah, I'm just stretching for a little bit. Got a little bit of water in me. I'm not like the best hydrated, but I'm hydrated enough. So yeah, it should be interesting. I got the GoPro, so I'm gonna put the GoPro on as well. I wouldn't say this is the furthest that I've run in kit, but actually doing it for time is gonna be different, because normally when I'm running with kit, it's part of like an obstacle course, and you're generally not running too fast. You're kind of just like jogging from obstacle to obstacle, so should be fun. All right, so we got the kit on. Yeah, again, it's feeling a little heavy. It's not too hot outside, luckily, so hopefully I don't overheat too much. But yeah, let's go ahead and get it started. So it didn't really feel that long, honestly. On the way out, honestly, I thought it was harder because I was still getting used to the gear. Like at first, it was really hard to push against the plate carrier, but then I kind of got used to it. Holding the rifle like I would normally hold it was really throwing off my running and my balance. So I just did what I normally do. I just chuck it in one hand and run like that, and that worked a lot better. But I'm happy I was able to get this training gun to make it more authentic, because it is like the weighted blue gun, so it weighs as much as a normal M4 and has like the same sort of weight distribution. So I'm happy I was able to do that. But yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think if you do it a while, you kind of know what pace you can stay at. This being the first time I was doing it, I was definitely trying to be careful, but I don't think I could really push it much more. I mean, this ground was pretty flat and it was still kind of kicking my butt a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm definitely happy with the time. Would have liked to get a little bit quicker, but yeah, it wasn't bad, honestly. And again, the weather kind of helps as well. It being like, it's a little sunny, but it's not like too hot. Because when it's really hot, you start going internal and start hating your life a little bit. But yeah, gear worked well. Helmet was fine. I didn't really feel the helmet too much at all. And yeah, plate carrier. Now, as far as the plate carrier, I was really starting to hear the water sloshing around, which kind of gets to you when you're trying to just like focus on other things and you start hearing the water sloshing around, then yeah, it doesn't help that much. But yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I'm gonna go shower and drink some water. But yeah, that was fun. If I had to do that every year, it's definitely something I would want to prepare for. Not necessarily, I don't think I'd be dreading it, but it's definitely something I would mentally prepare for.